Good afternoon, everyone. It's time to get started. Hello there, Raider, who is first. And hello there, Silver Sky, who is first, but not really, but first. And thank you for the hydrate. Always good to have a little bit of water before the stream. Let's see, let's take down the starting soon text. The image is still the same though, because I actually have this playing live, trying something a little bit different. Did something like this before a while back, but this is cool. I went ahead and reinstalled the persistent rotation mod just to get this view, because I just couldn't live with having these communications, or these scanning satellites rather. Communication satellites are today. These scanning satellites, but not actually be able to look straight down at the planet continuously while orbiting it. So persistent rotation lets me do that. Even during time warp, we can stay facing the planet like this, as if we're really scanning, because we got all these antennas right here, right? Let's bring the UI back and let's refresh the map. I also tried to tweak the orbit. This is the ScanSat that we sent to Moho. So that's Moho right there, night side, so we're not doing any scanning right now. Silver Sky says, I should eat food, but I've decided I'm going to sit here in bed and play Skyrim and listen to the stream instead. Nice. I hope that the Skyrim goes well. And good to have you here. But yes, so the problem with this is that Moho is rotating pretty slowly, so even though we have a nice high orbit, 2 hours and 42 minutes for every orbit, and we're about as high as we can go without losing any resolution on our scanning telescope, we still, look how close together these two orbits are. So we're going this way right now, and then we'll come back around here. So our next pass is going to be just that far, so it's going to take a lot of passes to actually get a solid map of Moho. So this guy says, I want to do Dark Brotherhood, but I'm RPing as a priest of RK, so I'm mostly just brainstorming how to slowly corrupt my character. Every character should get slowly corrupted. Oh, I finally started on the second campaign of Critical Role this past week, so... that's what that's making me think of, is when you say roleplay, that's where I'm at. I'm a little behind. But yeah, it means that I don't have to wait a week. So yep, the Mighty Nine, I'm like 5 episodes in. And yeah, they're a hilarious group. I've missed watching them. But yeah. So yeah, it's going to take a while to get a full map of Moho, and in fact, let's go ahead and increase time warp a little bit. This right here, 10 times time warp, is the maximum we can speed up the game and have it be able to actually do mapping. But since it can't map right now on the dark side of the planet, let's speed it up a little bit. We can see the tracking right here. We're going north. We're going down by this frame of reference, but hey Satan, welcome. Okay, I'll booznate as we come around to the day side of this planet. So here we go. Now we're coming around to daytime, and so I'm slowing down to 10 times speed, and we can see a whole lot more detail now, of course. And we're going to, yep, it looks like we teleport there because we're going over the pole, which is super distorted, so kind of hilarious, but there we go. And yeah, Silver Sky says you should lower your hydrate cooldown. Well, I mean, then I would have to take a BRB bathroom break in the middle of every stream. So let's see. Let's do the booznate for Satan, though. This is the first booznate of the stream, so I gotta open the can. How are you doing, Satan? Hope you're having a good day. There we go. Since we're dealing with communications today, I've got the Star Trek Engineering pint glass. I figure if Uhura wears a red uniform, that must mean that the communications officer is part of the engineering department. So, makes sense to me, right? Hydrate or dihydrate. I know, right? But that's why I also have the booznate. That counts as a hydrate too, right? It's mostly water. Plus I hydrate throughout the rest of the day as well. But yeah, look at this. So if I do, is it right click? Yeah, there we go. Here we've got a zoom in. So here's our current track right there. And if I do a refresh, you can see, even though we've got this much mapped, this pass only got us, it didn't show us any more of this, did it? All right, here. There we go. Only a tiny bit more. So yeah, this is going to be a slow map, but that's okay. We also have ScanSats around Kerbal, which has a complete resource map now. And there's the complete visual map of Kerbal, which is pretty cool. So maybe we can put that into a different orbit as well and get a different kind of map. And then we have one around Minmus, which also has a complete ore map. So there are lots of places to get ore. It's not super concentrated, but it's good enough, and it's really easy to land and take off from Minmus. So it is very worthwhile for us to go down and drill for ores once we got that tech. Uh-oh. Raider says, Dan, you'll be proud of me. I bought KSP for 10 euros. Euros. That's euros, right? That symbol, yeah. Nice. Very good. I hope that you enjoy it, and feel free to ask for advice. Not that I'm, despite my 10 years of playing, any sort of good at the game. But yeah, so we've got lots of maps going, and we've got other satellites on their way to other planets as well. Yeah, you can kind of see just that much is being covered on each pass. Yep. Oh well, what can you do? If I lower the orbit of this satellite, it doesn't help much at all, because then we just make a whole lot more orbits really fast and they're even closer together. So this is about as good as we're going to get on Moho. But let's go back to the Space Center. I figured out a little bit of why I'm having such a struggle with the communications into deep space. And I realized that part of the issue is that the last time I played this mostly more or less stock vanilla was quite a long time ago, and antennas have changed in how they behave to be a little bit more challenging and realistic since then. I've used a mod for antennas a lot in the past called Remote Tech. But I'm not using that now. And so if we go into the vehicle assembly building, let's look at our antenna parts that we have available. The biggest antennas are in another tech node that we haven't unlocked yet. But let's see, communication. So yeah, Communitron 16, that's the basic antenna. So we have these, and they are direct antennas. So if I have satellites with these on them, and I think this one too? No, this one is a relay. Okay, so if I have satellites with these antennas on them, they can only talk directly to either a relay or to Kerbal. They cannot relay a signal anywhere else. So where I was thinking, as I was getting into places like orbit of Minmus, that I had other satellites there and they should be able to relay my signal. No. Unless they have this RA15 relay antenna or this RA2 relay antenna or the RA100, which we'll unlock soon, they cannot relay the signal and cannot bounce the signal from Kerbal to my new satellites. And so some of these where I'm so confused, this has been for several streams where I've thought, hey, why am I losing control of this craft? There's so many things in orbit around this place. I should be able to talk to one of them. That's why. I can talk to them, but they cannot relay my signal from there to Kerbal. So that has been the problem. And this here, if we look at the range, we have, the antenna rating is 15 gigameters. I think it's 100 gigameters. Yeah, that makes sense because RA is for relay antenna, RA15, that's relay antenna, 15 gigameter range. And this one should be, 2 gigameters, RA2. So the RA100 is going to have a 100 gigameter range. And that gets multiplied as far as the signal back to Kerbin directly, depending on how much our deep space network, which is the ground antennas, is upgraded. And we have level 3. So this here, if we put a satellite with this relay antenna, we can get 22.4 million meters, or billion meters away from Kerbin and still communicate with Kerbin. This one, we can get 61 billion meters away from Kerbin and still have a connection. That is still, however, not far enough to talk to places like Dres or Joule, which is the probe that we lost contact with before. So we need to upgrade this. But the question is, do we put the antenna in front of the... I think the answer to this question is yes. We should research the antenna technology before we research the drilling and refining technology. So what we've been looking forward to is this here, Advanced Science Tech, which gives us these little drillers, the Drill-O-Matic and Drill-O-Matic Junior, and these refineries, the Convertitron 125 and the Convertitron 250, which will allow us to extract minerals from the surface of different planets and refine them into fuel. It also gives us this new scientific experiment, the GravMax negative gravioli detector, and these surface experiments as well. So this is what we've had our eye on for quite a while now. But if we go down here under automation, I don't know why it's on automation and not unmanned tech, but whatever. That gives us this here, the RA100 relay antenna, which we can take this 158 billion meters away from Kerbin and still connect back to Kerbin. Plus, it can relay the signal, so we can put several of these out into orbit around the sun and talk to wherever we want, and it will work just fine. We also get this Communitron 8888, which is a direct antenna. There says antenna type direct, which will not relay a signal, but is a very nice one for just transmitting science directly. So we are definitely interested in these. This and this are modded parts that we probably won't use. We'll see. Mark II drone core, yeah, that's for some spaceships that we haven't built yet. So, so I think what we need to do is get 130 more science and then see what this can do for us. So if we go here, experiments. Let's see what experiments there are that we can do now that will be useful for us. Let's see. Do we have? I think we do have something in orbit of Duna. Did we get a ScanSat in orbit of Duna last time? I can't remember. Let's double check. So we'll go back to the tracking station here. ComSat, Duna. I don't think we did. Oh, yes, we did. ScanSat Supreme 6 orbiting Duna. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see what our Duna map looks like so far. And let's see if there are any scientific experiments on this that we can do. I don't think that there are. But yeah, we really need to get that extra 130 science. And we've been struggling to get it. So yeah, we can do Duna. And it looks like we have a complete map. Look, these cover nice spaced out swaths. So, and yeah, so Duna has a much bigger chance to rotate under our ship than Moho does. So yeah, that is pretty nice. And if we go and open this window for our X Science, experiments available on this vessel, it's not showing me any, so, or available right now. But we might, let's see, resource mapper, let's analyze data. Here we go. Okay, good, 50 science. Yes, so this resource data brings us one step closer to reliving all our favorite lines from that recent hit Kerbal movie. And we had tried this before, but we didn't have enough data to transmit home, so let's go ahead and do that. We can stop the resource scan as well, and let's transmit this home. And that is 50 more science. Close that. Done. So now what have we got? 470. So we only need 80 more science points to get that that antenna. Let's see. Before we leave this one though, let's do a different kind of scan. Is this the multispectral? Yeah. The enhanced multispectral scanner. Let's pin that. We're too high for the scan. The scan altitude range that it's compatible with is 70 to 400 kilometers, and ideal is if we're above 300 kilometers. So we need to drop this orbit a little bit. Let's go ahead and warp to our periapsis here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. We can do it from here. So let's point retrograde. And we need to drop our periapsis below 400 kilometers. So let's burn the engines a little bit. And then watch the periapsis drop. We can see it here too. So let's watch it here. 440 kilometers, 430. It's 400 kilometers. Okay, so let's take it down to about 360 for now. Okay, and then we need to get to our new periapsis, which is coming up in 1 hour. Okay, let's look at this. That I think is a direct connection to Kerbal. Yeah, look at that. So that distance we can cover. Let's clear this. That is a mess. In fact, let's turn everything off, but there we go. Stations and launch sites. So yeah, we can see that it is talking to a satellite over there, and it is talking to Kerbal. So this here is going to be very useful. We have at least that radius that this can relay a signal to, so that's good. But it only helps if planets are in that area that we're going to. That's not going to help us over here at all, for example. So let's go zoom back in towards Duna. And periapsis. That's our lowest point in our orbit. What's an orbit? There we go. And we're still facing our retrograde because of persistent rotation. I love that mod. I have missed it so much. All right, let's circularize this orbit. Bring our apoapsis down to about 360 as well. It's at 386. There we go. Okay, and these ticks are nice and evenly spread out, and we've got a lot of separation there as well, so that should be pretty good. And now what we can do, let's turn off the resources overlay. Satan says, how do people who know nothing about aeronautics play this game? By trial and error and watching a lot of tutorials. That's pretty much how I learned. There's an XKCD comic where because Randall Munroe, who writes XKCD, used to work at NASA, not as an orbital engineer or anything, but I think he did robotics, if I recall. But yeah, but he has a graph where he shows his knowledge of orbital mechanics, and it rises just a little bit as he gets his engineering degree, rises a significant amount for his actual job at NASA, and then just skyrockets when he starts playing KSP. So, and KSP 2, which should be coming out to early access in 3 months-ish. Yeah, 2 months. Holy cow, 2 months in February. It should have better tutorials and be easier to access for new players, but it is a fantastic way to learn aeronautics from knowing nothing, I'd say. But yeah, it's one thing to kind of know from book knowledge, what the terms, prograde, retrograde types of orbits are, but actually doing the maneuvers makes it completely different. All right, so here we are in this orbit, and let's start our multispectral scan. Shipwreck! Shipwreck redeemed Boozinate. Shipwreck, you're not first. You're, like, fourth. And it's the second Boozinate. It's not even the first Boozinate, but it's appreciated anyway. Thank you, Shipwreck. How are you today? All right. So, yeah, let's... start scan. Yeah, status is ideal. And let's see, is this giving us a visual map? Don't know that it's giving us a visual one. Is it altimetry? What are we getting from this? What does this do for us? Let's see, scan sensor. There's our field of view. Oh, our surface is not in daylight. That's why we're not getting anything. Okay. Shipwreck says, good, messing around with the Vault Hunter server. Ooh, interesting. Don't get me hooked on Vault Hunter, Shipwreck. I don't have time for what I already do. And I know I'm gonna get addicted to Vault Hunters. Okay, so let's also show you a trick that I did to get that shot that we opened with at Moho. So this, let's see if we can scoot in here and find, there it is. There is the probe core. Let's pin that as well so I don't have to do that again. Supreme Doom! Welcome. Not first Boozinate. Do I hear a fire ship? I didn't say it. It was one of my moderators. It was Supreme Doom, a moderator of mine, who said, so Supreme Doom, how did your crafting stream go today? You were streaming while I was at my orchestra rehearsal, and I saw you were doing, is it a raid weekend? A raid train weekend for your crafting community. Let's see. It was great. Nice. I'm gonna have to go to your Discord and see. Shipwreck says, you're not cool unless you have the cool cat collection. There it is, the cool cat collection. There it is with sunglasses. Yeah. You were streaming 8 a.m. your time. Yeah, I have to get up at 6 on Saturdays to go to my orchestra to get there, get everyone up and ready and out the door and get there by 8. It's an hour drive down to that orchestra, but it's fun, so it's worth it. All right, so we need to warp until we are in sunlight, and then we should be getting a new map. So let's do that. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about a trick. So this probe core here, it has, these are the only stability assist options it has. It can hold its orientation, or it can point continuously prograde or retrograde. But I want it to point down towards the planet, so that is radial in. It won't do that. However, if I do control point forward, now instead of this being forward, oh, I hear a totem. Thank you, Shipwreck. I was very slightly startled by not expecting that. But yeah, now instead of this being forward, this is forward. We are now looking at what the vehicle considers to be its back, and we're looking forward. Oh, we got a hydrate from Silver Sky. All right, let's drink some water and dilute Shipwreck's Boozinate. Sorry, Shipwreck. Gotta stay hydrated. Delicious, refreshing ice water. Thank you, Silver Sky. Yeah, water the damn bear pig. All right, so now what we can do, let's lock the camera. So yeah, here we are. We are looking as far as the Yeah, as far as the craft is concerned, we are looking forwards. Where is the planet? It's right there. Yeah, so like that. So let's change that so that we are facing straight down. He's a plant, wow. Oh no, Silver Sky, I'm sorry, you've gotten in trouble with my moderators. You diluted Shipwreck's Boozinate, and now, apparently, you're fired. Can't argue with my moderators. Shipwreck's pretty particular. Alright, so now we can look straight down.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Perfect. Alright, and now, let's time warp. And there's the North Pole right there. Silver Sky with the Jeremy Clarkson. Oh no! Anyways. Nice. Alright, so now we are in daylight. Okay, so, yep, surface in daylight, check. Now let's see what we get with this. Because I'm not quite sure what scans this will do. Visual? Yes, there we go. Oh yeah, there's a visual map of Duna's North Pole. So that's what it looks like straight down, and we're looking down at a polar projection at this point. It's all spread out here on this rectangular projection. So let's actually change this to polar. And now it makes a little bit more sense what we're looking at. And we can see the direction we're going like this. And then we're going to come up around here. And then here. So yeah, it's a little bit trippy to look at these. Let's refresh. There we go. It doesn't refresh this one. Is there a refresh button down here? Yes, auto refresh on. There we go. Can I auto refresh this? It doesn't look like it. Dang it. All right. So we have one more map projection, Kavreski, which is this right here, which is also pretty familiar. Okay, I guess auto refresh down here means that when we refresh it up here, no, actually that did it on its own. There we go. Shipwreck says, hey, I just got a notification that Dan Bear Pig is live. Nice. I don't think I did a reconnect, so that must just be a very delayed notification. Oh, hey, I did too. Look at that. Uh-oh. Did it do that more than once? Oh, it did. Nuts. That might have done a reconnect. I'm trying some different settings in OBS to see if I can fix the constant disconnects that I've been getting lately, because those are super frustrating. And so one thing that I have done is I've turned off the automatic choosing of servers, of Twitch servers. So I'm going to see if maybe I can just manually select them and then find one that is reliable and stable. That's one suggestion that I found in researching this online. Apparently I'm not the only one having this issue, so I don't know that it is my internet after all. I was talking to Griffin Prime and Casual Carrot on Wednesday, and they were having the same issue and have been for quite a while. And sometimes it happens consistently for a few weeks and then it goes away, they say, and then it comes back. So I don't know. So that's what I'm looking at. All right, but we have our complete there it is, resource map of Duna. So it looks like some of the best spots to mine for ore are over here in some of these middle latitudes, but especially over here. And in fact, I think if we do planetary overlay, that's not turning anything on. Oh, draw overlay. There we go. Okay, now we can see it. So yeah, here it is. It looks like that's a really nice flat area with a high ore concentration, 9.6%. So if we were to come here and mine for ores, that would be a good place to do it, right there. And there are several others. But that will be in the future. Not today. All right, so that is good for now. Let's go back to the tracking station. And let's go to another satellite and see if we can get more scientific data. Let's go ahead and take these cats back down. The cool cats. All right, probes back on. And we've got, let's see, orbiting Kerbal, orbiting Minmus. Where's the Minmus one? Let's see, ScanSat Supreme 2 around Moho. ScanSat Supreme orbiting Kerbal. Let's look at this one that's around Kerbal. And let's see if it's got any good data. There's our Kerbal map right there. And here's our satellite. Let's see, so we've been doing this here, the Enhanced Multispectral Scanner. Analyze data. All right, here we go. Multispectral analysis from Kerbal. This biome data is truly astounding. You just hope that it is crumb resistant, as you remember eating a particularly messy box of snacks the day the sensor was installed. Uh-oh. That's irresponsible. And we can get 22.5 science from here. So let's transmit that data. And yeah, this has much smaller antennas on it since it's very close. And yeah, these are some of the ones that I thought from outdated knowledge of this game would relay signals, but don't. But there we go. That is done. And now we have 492.6 science. We need about 60 more science. We also have the resource one, though. Actually, we can stop this scan because it's done. Ooh, let's go to the biome map. There is a nice map of Kerbal's biomes right there. Look at that. Very cool. All right, so now let's do this. Let's analyze data of resources. Oh, we've already done this one. Okay. There we go. That's all right. We also have this. We have this synthetic aperture radar antenna, and this needs to be between 500 and 750 kilometers. More than 700 is ideal. We have 1,300 meters per second of delta V. So, Dan Pig, who should I follow? Absolutely, I would recommend. Sounds like a pretty legit person. Oh, you guys might be interested to know, my wife is planning to stream tomorrow at the same time that I will follow again. Woo! At the same time of day that I stream today, so 2 to 5 Mountain Standard Time. And if all goes well, she'll be ready to go, and we'll be making Christmas pajamas for the family. All right, so let's raise our orbit to 700 kilometers, maybe 720, so that we're above the ideal altitude, but within the actual range that it works. So what we need to do then is point prograde. There we go. Let's go ahead and close that, get it out of the way. And let's see, there's our apoapsis, and there's our periapsis. Let's pin those. You'll have to leave an hour in, sadly. That's all right. No worries. Okay. And let's go ahead and full throttle. And let's see, let's aim for 720 kilometers. So there's 600. There's 700, and let's just low thrust for this last bit. There it is, 720 kilometers. So let's go ahead and warp to our apoapsis. Here we go. And yeah, we're maintaining prograde even through time warp, thanks to the persistent rotation mod. Okay. Alright, so now let's raise our periapsis to match. And yeah, let's actually bring the map back up so we can see the tick marks. And let's adjust our attitude here. There we go. All right, that is pretty good. And our tick marks are nice and evenly spread out. Our range is really narrow, so this is tricky. Let's see. If we raise it a little bit more, we can even this out. Okay. Yeah, we want these blue and orange tick marks across the equator to be evenly spaced if possible, to get maximum coverage over multiple orbits. Otherwise, we'll end up with gaps in the data, and we don't want that. Okay. That looks pretty good to me, and we have a pretty circular orbit that is within the correct range. So let's take a look at this antenna again, and status is ideal. Excellent. And we do not need to be in sunlight for this. So let's start a scan. There goes the antenna deployed. There we go. Look at that. And that's going to bounce radar waves off of the surface. Let's do our trick here, and control point is forward. Lock the camera. And let's aim that right down at the planet. There we go. Look at that, we're right above the big crater. There we go. That's a pretty cool view. I like that. Okay, so let's do map type. I think we're getting altimetry from this. I think that's what this gets. Yes. There we go. We're going to get a very cool altimetry map. Let's speed it up to 10 times speed here. Watch as the planet rotates underneath us, or rather we are orbiting around the planet. Okay, yeah, and that is going to map away, and when it is complete, we'll be able to transmit this data home and get plenty of scientific information. That's the hope anyway. All right, so let's go now to Minmus. And here is... Oh, that's right. We have the resource ScanSat, but we don't have a ScanSat Supreme around there. We should fix that. Let's see. What is Moho looking like these days? It's coming along. It's not showing the orbital info because we don't have that craft active. But yeah, that's going to be a little while. Okay, so we made some good scientific advancements there, but we still have more to go. We still need to get 60 science somehow. So let's see. What haven't we done around Minmus, for example? Let's go back to the Space Center, and let's go back to the Science Center, and let's see what kind of missions we still need to do. I also have 2 rescue missions that I owe, is it Satan? I think so. Yes, Satan has redeemed Uma Kerman and P. Kerman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. So I'm going to need to set those missions up as well here. Okay, so let's go to the archives and let's look at Minmus. Okay, there are some EVA reports that we could do. Mystery goo observation, Finding Nemo. Yep, that's the reference. You got it, Supreme Doom. We've actually done a lot there. Okay. No, but there are a lot more. Okay. And there's a science multiplier here. So yeah, this is, let's see, if we go down here, crew report while in space high over Duna, current data value is 5. So crew report while in space high over, wait a second, there we go. Okay, there's just that one. All right. Highlands, lowlands. Okay. If we return a sample from Minmus's highlands or from another biome, let's do that. Let's do a surface sample mission to Minmus. I think that will get us the science data we need because that is worth quite a lot. So we've gotten surface samples from Minmus Highlands, Lowlands, Midlands, and Greater Flats. Let's see. Highlands, Lowlands, Midlands, and the Greater Flats. So surely there is another biome we can look at. So let's go back to our Minmus satellite. ScanSat. Oh, right. That's what we should do first. We should send a ScanSat Supreme to Minmus. So, where's Minmus? There's Minmus. All transparency. There we go. Let's fly this. Supreme what? Says Supreme Doom. We named these for you. Microwave cut out the stream so I can't hear. Oh. Yeah, we named the we launched the first ScanSat while you were here, and we named it ScanSat Supreme. So but yeah, this is not the ScanSat Supreme. This is the old ScanSat. But let's see. Biome poles. Okay, poles. There's a biome right there that we can look at. Let's send an expedition to Minimus's poles and collect a surface sample and bring it back. You'll let you know when I'm back. Okay, no worries. All right, back to the Space Center. And we're going to plan a brand new mission. Meanwhile, I do need to hydrate, so here's a free hydrate for you guys. All right, I hear the birds. There we go. All right, so let's actually let a few days pass. Let's go to 40 days until Arduino probe. Elric, welcome. Redeeming the Boozenate and the Hydrate. Let's do that. Here's a Boozenate for Elric. How are you doing, Elric? Elric Raider has joined our ranks and purchased Kerbal Space Program during the Steam sale, I assume. And there's the hydrate for you. All right. Still old and tired. Me too. I as well. I've had some wild insomnia lately. I mean, that's not anything new for me, but it's been pretty bad. Doesn't matter when I go to bed, I don't fall asleep until like 4 a.m. All right, let's go into the vehicle assembly building. You have a redeem suggestion. I'm interested. And we're going to plan our mission to Minimus's poles. All right, let's open existing craft. And let's see, we have an old Moonlander, although I might have retired it, so it might not be in the list. Yeah, it's not in the list. Untitled spacecraft. Of course there's an untitled spacecraft. Okay, ScanSat Supreme. We can send a ScanSat Supreme for sure. Vault Hunters is up finally. Oh, I can't start a new thing, Shipwreck. I can't start a new thing. I have too many things already. Oh wait, reusable Moonlander. That I think is what I'm looking for. Name an orbiting craft must be family friendly. That is a good one, actually. Okay, let's recolor that. That should be silver. This is an old craft. I'm not ancient, but it's a little bit old. Okay, clamshell deploy on. Okay, good. Two sides. Let's raise that. There we go. And yes, that does have a lander can on it. Wow, we used the silver baguette external tanks. Nice. Okay, this should be fine. Let's double check the staging since we haven't flown this in a while. So we've got the booster engine, launch clamps, our decoupler. Oh, and I turned the anti-aliasing back on so we can see these parts highlighted through other parts again, finally. We've got the upper stage engine, the Poodle. Yeah, this is an old craft, dang. We've got our fairing and that decoupler, and then the landing and return engine. Okay. Alright, and that should be fine for a Minimus mission. And we want to put a scientist aboard. So let's look at the crew. We've got Elilong Kerman. But instead, let's get one of our recent ones. Oh, let's send Princess Kerman. Shipwreck says, didn't you say something about Vault Hunter Sunday? Wouldn't it be Vault Hunter Wednesday? I already have things on Wednesday. Although, it is whatever Wednesday. No! Okay. Alright, and yeah, this is a reusable guy. So we should be able to send this to space, dock, and refuel. Yes. Okay. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Let's launch. And we're going to the poles of Minmus to collect a sample from the surface. And, yes, lunch. Let's go to lunch. Let's lunch the rocket. Space lunch. All right, we're not recovering the booster, so we don't need that. And we can close this. Well, yeah, we've gotten a lot more. Oh, I hear a creeper. Where is it? Ah! It's hiding in the bushes somewhere. Oh, I haven't changed the discount. I haven't undiscounted the sound alerts. No wonder I'm getting... Maybe I just leave him. That's hilarious. Okay, so here we go. There she is, Princess Kerman aboard. Let's throttle up, stability assist. Oh, we cannot do stability assist because she's not a pilot. All right, well, we'll fly this thing by the seat of our pants. That's what. Shh, don't tell Dan about the discounts. Okay, Shipwreck, I won't tell him. All right, let's do the flight recorder, altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. Okay. And let's do camera tools. Let's do, yeah, no auto flyby. Let's target self, and let's set our position. Let's watch from a distance, actually. How far can we go? Let's see. Set position with a click. Will that work? Nope, it's too far away. Dang it. What about here? Too far. Oh, well. Maybe it's that there's not enough precision when I'm zoomed that far out. Nope. Okay, we have to be within a couple kilometers, I think. That's the issue. All right, but that is fine. Let's close that. Why didn't that not target self? Set position. Okay, all right. Camera tools, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, clear position now it says. That's perfect. There we go. All right, so here we are. We are go for launch. Full throttle, reverse. No, no, not that. No. All right. Here we go. We are go for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Everything is looking normal. Vehicle is supersonic already. This thing has a lot of thrust. We have maximum aerodynamic pressure. And she is pulling 4 Gs now. We're going to get to Biccolapsis in no time. Yep. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. All right, we have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. There we go. Bearing separation confirmed. And yeah, I'm having to do a lot of manual piloting here, since she is not a pilot. All right, let's aim for about a 250 kilometer pickalapsis, as Shipwreck is calling it. Apoapsis. Supreme Doom says, okay, I'm back. I made supper, so there was a lot of microwaving involved. I assume that means it was steak. Or pineapple pizza. Alright, let's go ahead and close the graph. No, don't be silly, so Supreme Doom. Very rude. Oh, Shipwreck did 666 bits. Nice. Supreme Doom says, who puts steak in the microwave? I boil it. I leave it in front of the window on a sunny day. That's what I do. Solar cooking. Steak goes in the toasters, a Shipwreck. You say that, Shipwreck, but I've actually done that and it worked. Toaster oven steak. So basically, there's a tin foil recipe that works really well, aluminum foil packet for camping. But I've had an extra one before, and I tossed it in a toaster oven, and it came out perfect. So that's not a derp. It was perfect. It was an aluminum foil recipe. It came out nice and juicy, medium rare, flavorful. All right, we have our apoapsis of 153 kilometers. And yeah, this is going to keep rotating even in time warp now because of the persistent rotation mod. But that is all right. Let's warp to our apoapsis. There we go. And let's point forward and light the engines again. Derp number 215. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. All right, full throttle again. Whoop. Okay. Our periapsis is looking good. We have an orbit. And it is roughly circular now. Excellent. So let's go out here. Let's filter those out so that we don't have all of that going on. And Minmus is our target. So let's see. It's going to be right about there when we arrive. So here is probably where we want to depart from Kerbal. Let's test that. Look at that shot. Good shot. And we're going to have a lot of inclination, which is actually very good because we do want a polar orbit. Otherwise, we can't get to the pole. So we're going to do that burn there, and then we're going to adjust our inclination at the ascending node right there. So that's coming up in 38 minutes, and it's a 36-second burn. Okay, so let's come around to here. She's just tumbling end over end around Kerbal. All right, there we go. Time warp complete. Let's get a little bit closer. Maybe a couple minutes out. We're 4.5 minutes away from the maneuver node. Let's point the ship towards that. And our electric charge is good. We don't have deployable solar panels this time. They are static ones, so I don't have to worry about forgetting that. And even if we lose communication with this thing, we have someone aboard, so we can still control it. So that'll be good as well. All right, we're just under 2 minutes away from the maneuver. All right, we're going to start the engines in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ignition. Probably hear me clicking and clicking at my keyboard to follow this manually. We are flying some old technology here. I like how I put Princess Kerbal on an antique rocket ship. Oh geez. All right, throttle down a bit. All right, there we go. That'll do. And our relative inclination is about 6.2 degrees. So let's go to here. It'll take us 15 minutes to get to the ascending node, and then we need to burn anti-normal. So south for our prograde orbit. For our equatorial prograde orbit, that means south. There we go. We can pin that. All right, and let's zoom out so we can see how this is improving. We also need to burn a little bit retrograde from here so that we don't overshoot. So where is, there it is, there's the retrograde marker up there. So if we point a little bit in between anti-normal and retrograde, that'll take care of it. There we go. Holding this course is rough with this antique ship. There we go. All right, now a little bit more prograde because we overdid it on the retrograde by just a touch. Whoa! There we go. And that is an encounter. Let's see. Let's make sure it's a really, really strong encounter so that the game won't take it away from us during time warp. All right, there we go. Now let's time warp until we get there, which will be about 7 days from now. And yeah, we have a in fact, we've lost our signal because we haven't deployed our antenna, but we still have control of the craft because we have a Kerbal aboard. Limited crew control. Yeah, there are static solar panels. Let's go ahead and deploy this antenna. And yep, there we have a full signal, 100%. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, she's gonna be dizzy. Time warp complete. All right, let's, we have 27 minutes until we are in the sphere of influence of Minimus, so let's keep going. And there we go, Minimus sphere of influence. So now, here's our periapsis. We're gonna be there in 2.5 hours, so let's go ahead and warp straight there. And we're not as inclined as I wanted to be, but that is all right. All right, let's point retrograde. That's prograde, so we'll keep spinning around. There we go. And start the engines. Full throttle. All right. So if we go to about here, that is where we want to change our inclination. Or doesn't really matter. So let's go to our apoapsis because we're going to be going the slowest there and it's the cheapest maneuver. So that's 5 days away. Let's go ahead and just warp the whole way there. And yeah, the slower we're going, the less delta V it takes to change our inclination. So that's why we're coming out here to do this. All right. And let's burn anti-normal. So that way, since we already have some inclination in that direction. There it is. So yeah, our current inclination is 13.3 degrees. We want it to be about 90 so that we can fly over the poles and land there. And we've got a boozinate from Elric and a hydrate from Elric. Okay, let's do that while we point the ship in the right direction. We'll drink. There's the boozinate. And the hydrate. Thank you, Elric. All right. And yeah, our inclination is changing rapidly at barely any thrust. So that's why we're doing this way out here, to conserve fuel. We'll keep doing this until we're pointed north, or south rather, actually. There it is, 90.1 degrees inclination. All right, so now the poles. I don't think it matters which pole, but if we come around here, we can drop our periapsis to above the North Pole, and that's 4 days away, so let's go to there. There we go. And there's the prograde marker, so I'll need to turn 180 degrees to the retrograde marker, which is right now to the north. Whoa! Don't want to use our monopropellant for this if we don't have to. Use that for docking later. All right, there we go. So now, let's pin the periapsis. And drop it nice and low. Alright, just under 40 kilometers. That's pretty nice. Alright, and we'll be there in 1 day and 4 hours, so let's go ahead and do some time warping. There she goes tumbling again. Alright, here we are coming up on the periapsis. So let's point retrograde again, and let's drop our orbit and start our landing procedures. Going to drift just a little bit, but we're almost stationary rotation wise. So all right, we're above the Midlands, lowlands. We want the poles. Still the lowlands. Midlands now. Lowlands. Poles. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong way. There we go. All right. Let's stop the ship. Let's go to surface mode. There we go. And we're above an illuminated part of the surface. That's excellent. Let's put our retrograde marker directly radial out, if we can. There we go. Alright, so we're going to come down like this, and the spot that is directly under us will have rotated to there by the time we get there. So, suicide burn, delta V, 145 meters per second. We have more than enough in our transfer stage, so that's good. We won't even be using the lander stage for part of this. And then we'll have plenty to get back as well. Meanwhile, I think also, let's open up our science window here. Mystery goo observation while in space high over Minmus. We'll do that on the ground, though. Material study high over Minmus. Yeah, we'll do both of those on the ground because we've already gotten what we can by transmitting that home. We want to actually bring this home directly. So, EVA report one, space high, we've already done that. Okay, so we've done everything we really can here. And that is fine. So let's close that window. And let's see, we have, we want to get our landing info window out because this will keep the information even in time warp while this will not. So yeah, we have a suicide burn countdown 8 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, 2 minutes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kill our velocity now, and then we're going to split that stage. We're going to deploy that stage. All right, so pointing retrograde, which is essentially straight up, and full throttle. And yeah, that's just too easy in this low gravity. So let's actually drop a little bit further. Okay, there we go. I can't come out of time warp while I have my mouse over that window. I'm realizing that is good to know. Thank you, Kerbal Space Program user interface. Please fix for Kerbal Space Program 2, squad. All right. Gentle burn. All right, so now let's go ahead and point this way before we do this. Make sure that's correct. Yes. And then stage. And start that engine and deploy our landing gear. No, that's what I want. Nope. There we go. That's what I want. All right. We have 1 minute now until our suicide burn. Yep. I have no control over the ship if my mouse is over this. That's that's nerve-wracking. Especially since I point with the mouse like that, even when I'm just reading to myself. So, you know, that's a whole thing. Okay, and good. We are still over the poles. The biome is correct. This is indeed our target. All right, let's do a slowing burn. Prioritizing crew safety over fuel efficiency here, as long as we have the fuel efficiency to bring them home, which we do. I just saw a shadow. What was that flying overhead? Something flew overhead. Nice. And speaking of, where's our shadow? It'll be over that way. All right. Full concentration mode as we're landing without any sort of autopilot. All right, and Satan said, my brain is crashing and burning right now. Literally cannot think straight. Oh no. I hope you're able to recover from that, because that's no fun at all. All right. Yeah, the slower we go, the harder this thing is to fly. There's our shadow. Nice and easy. Don't want to kill Princess Kerman. Never hear the end of that. Alright, our slope is 8.4 degrees. That is not a challenge in this low gravity. There we go. And we're down. Down safely. Look at that. And there's our stage. There's our transfer stage rolling down the hill. Hooray! All right, so let's see. What is the science that we haven't done here yet? Look at that, a blank slate, and we have the potential to get 200, 400, about 500 science from here. Okay, I'm excited about this. Okay, so crew report while landed at Minimus poles. Let's do that. You try jumping into the air and strafing at the same time. Now, if you only had a water pistol. Here's the thing, a water pistol, let's keep the experiment. Water pistol, actually, we can transmit that for 100%. Let's do that. Would be problematic because one, it's so cold here that the water would want to freeze, but two, there's no atmosphere, so the water would want to boil regardless of the temperature. So you'd probably end up with a spray of ice. That's what I'd imagine. That would be interesting. You'd have a water pistol snow machine. All right, let's see. Let's look at this. 528 science. Okay. EVA report while landed at minimus poles. Let's go on EVA. Actually, let's wait until we've done the rest of these before she gets out. Let's open the service bay. Here we go. Okay, we've got 2 mystery goos, so we can do one in space. We'll do that on the way back up. So, mystery goo observation while landed at minimus poles. Observe the mystery goo. All right, the goo seems to be doing an impression of a snow globe. We're going to keep this experiment and return it for full scientific value. All right, and we do the atmospheric pressure scan. Where is that? Can I do it from here? I don't think I can do it from here. Where did I hide this scientific experiment? Is it on the side here? Is it up there? Let's see. Available on this vessel. Oh, please tell me I have that on here. I think I do. I at least have the Science Junior, so let's do that. The material study while landed at minimus poles. Let's do that. Conduct a material study. While the material samples were processed, you began to turn your thoughts to how much minimus looks like a mint dessert, and have discovered you are now hungry. Whew, it's a good thing I ate before this stream. Jeez. Keep the experiment. Okay. Temperature scan and atmospheric pressure scan. Please tell me I have these installed, because these are basic science experiments that you start with. There's no good reason not to have installed them. They should be here. Where are they hiding? Where? Okay, let's aim the camera here. And this will give us a better way to look inside. I don't see them. You're not telling me I didn't put the most basic... There it is. I knew it. There's the thermometer. It's underneath the the monopropellant tank. That's hilarious. All right, log the temperature. You secretly wish the temperature were hot enough to cause you to sweat. You packed extra ice cream for the occasion. All right, we're going to keep that data. That means that over here must be... Yep, there it is. The press map barometer. Log pressure data. Collected and recorded atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. That's exciting. Super exciting stuff. Okay, so now we need the EVA report and the surface samples. So, all right, Princess Kerbal, go on EVA. And let's plant a flag while we're out here. All right, let go. All right, let's go into the light. Oh, she's excited to be here. Now let's go right over here and plant a flag. Let's see, it's the poles. Let's call them poles. The princess poles of Minimus landed safely. Alright, EVA report. You have confirmed that the surface does not taste like mint ice cream. Alright, let's keep that, but we can definitely transmit that one for full value when we get there. Let's see. Oh, that's Silver Sky saying that. I'm sorry. I think I said Satan said that. You and Satan have the same identical color right now. Bright red on my screen. Yeah, Silver Sky says, my brain is crashing and burning right now. Literally cannot think straight. Yeah, sorry about that, Silver Sky, and I hope that you resolve that. And Supreme Doom says, my brain does that regularly. It's always on restart. Yeah, I know how that goes. Sometimes it tells me I have important tabs open. I say close anyways. Bad idea. Let's also rotate this camera this way, or this flag, not the camera. There we go. That's what we want. And we also want to do a surface sample, which we will return to Kerbal. The surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains. Cool. All right, let's get back on board. Is there anything we can spot around here that we can do research on? I don't think so. So yeah, that is the entire mission right there. Does she have the EVA science pack? No, dang it. That's too bad. We should have packed that, but that's okay. Take a picture. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you, Elric. I was going to do that and I forgot. I'm so glad you mentioned it. Here we go. Let's aim the camera like this. And screenshot. Thank you, Elric. I'm glad you said something. Uh-oh. She just realized she has two hands. Did you see that, Supreme Doom? All right, let's go here. Let's turn on the visor light. And our EVA jetpack, which is not lifting her up. Why is that? Let's jump, and that should help. There we go. Look how high she can jump. Supreme Doom says, what, her too? Me too? I'm not alone. And, okay, why is this not lifting her up? All right. Huh. That is not behaving as it should. That's for sure. That's not doing anything. That's not changing her velocity at all. What the heck? Why is that the case? That should not be. It's using the propellant, but it's not actually doing anything. That's not a good. Kerbal Space Program, what are you doing? All right, we're going to get really close then, and we're going to jump. We're going to see if we can grab the door on the way down. All right. Oh, bump to the head. Interesting. Yeah, literally no effect from the EVA. Kraken attack, asked Elric. Yeah, not so much an attack, but definitely some Kraken and bugginess happening. This is not something that I've encountered with the EVA pack before. All right. Oh, I saw the thing for just a second where I could grab it. So that's encouraging. I'm just gonna have to be real quick about this with this low gravity. Here we go. Here we go. Grab. Oh, I was just too late. You can do it. You can do it, Princess Kerman. You can do this. All right. Nope. Yep, and no maneuverability at all from this. All right, what if I switch vessels and switch back? Let's try that. Nope. Nothing. So, let's keep trying to troubleshoot this. The ground is just so sticky, but even when she's off the ground... Nothing. All right, can we access inventory in here? Yes, so let's do this. let's put the EVA pack in there, and then let's put it back on. Let's take that off. It shouldn't be a problem, but what if it is? It hasn't been a problem before. Look at that face. She is excited. All right. Re-engage. And nothing. Boo. We can see Moho and Jewel from here. That's cool. Well. Kerbal, we have a problem. All right. Let's try this. Nope. She's jumping straight over the thing. She's excited about it though, so that's cool. Yep, she has plenty of EVA propellant, but nothing else. Okay, let's completely unload the scene and come back to it, and let's see if that helps. Let's go to the tracking station and come back. Because we've used the EVA jetpacks before, and had no issues other than maybe not having enough fuel for a crazy maneuver we're trying. All right, let's go to EVAs, Princess Kerman, and load it back up. I also saw there was a notification, so I think it's a contract. It's probably a milestone. We'll have to see what it is. But, I mean, on one hand, I'd definitely like to get Princess Kerman back. But even more so, I'd like to get the scientific data back. Let's see, what is this? Contract complete. Oh, nice! Detect 2 comets with the Sentinel infrared telescope. Yes, the COVID telescope finished its passive scanning of the sky and found 2 comets. We got 65,000 spaceos and 11 science points. Nice. Okay, yeah, we need 32 more science. Oh no, Ulrich says, maybe she shouldn't have had that extra helping of snacks. I'm not gonna relay that. All right. Nope. Completely bugged. I wonder if it's persistent rotation doing that. That's the only real change, is that I installed that. Okay. All right, I'm trying to get her to jump on and land on the thing. Oh, hey, look, it is working for forward and backwards. It's not working for up and down. Huh. Okay. Forward and backwards works. I can work with that. Okay, we grabbed it. Nice. Okay, board. We did it. She's aboard. Okay. All right, hold on. I need to stand up and reset my posture. So let's review data, stored data. Surface sample, we're going to keep that, but the EVA report we're going to transmit right now. And Elric redeemed Boozinate. All right, let's Boozinate and hydrate, as is tradition. Drink to...
And the crowd goes wild.
Yay! Drink to a safe re-embarking of the ship by Princess Kerman. And the recovery of a significant amount of science points. That is truly good news. Let's see. We now have 568.6 science points. That is enough. That is definitely enough for what we want to do. Okay, let's pin that so that we can close this, but still have access to this window. Because what we want to do is get the in space mystery goo observation. Let's take down the booze cam. There we go. Okay, so now, after that ordeal, back into space. So here we go. All right. That is full throttle. Oh, we have a thrust limiter. There we go. I'm also not seeing the plume. Interesting. Yeah, there are some issues. I'm gonna have to revisit some mods. Yeah, the plume is not rendering properly. The other plumes were. Fascinating. Brand new bugs. Always something new in Kerbal Space Program. Okay, but... Woo. Let's see. Mystery Goo, temperature scan while in space near Minmus. Okay, actually, we've got stuff we can do, and we have some time. Let's see. Time to apoapsis. Oh, we have a really high apoapsis. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Open the service bay. Let's lock the camera. Aim the camera here so we can get in. Okay, here we go. Log pressure data. Oh, never mind. We would be overwriting the data, so let's not do that. We can do that another time. That is fine. Let's close that, but the let's see, material study and mystery goo. We can do the mystery goo. All right, the goo looks greener than ever. Let's keep that, and let's go back to auto camera so we don't get dizzy. And let's close the doors to the material service bay as well. Okay. 2 days to this apoapsis. So let's actually just get our escape right now. I think we're in the right spot. Yeah, we are in the right spot. We are going to be lowering our orbit around Kerbal, which is perfect. So there we go. There's our Kerbal periapsis. We want to drop that to about 150 kilometers so that it matches the space station. There's a moon encounter. We don't want that. Ah! Hold steady, will you? Oh man, I think we want to add a probe core to this in the future so that even if we just have a scientist aboard, we're still fine. Okay, we're no longer improving our periapsis at this point. Satan says, off for errands. Have a good rest of stream. See you all. See y'all. No worries, Satan. I hope you have a successful errandsing. And thanks for dropping by. Always good to see you. All right, we will escape Minmus in 2.5 hours. So let's time warp there. There we go. And now we're back in orbit of Kerbal. So let's point retrograde. And we will also need to fix our inclination since we have a 58-degree inclination, which is terrible. In fact, this is probably where we want to change our inclination. So let's point anti-normal, I believe. Since we're headed that way, we want to go that way, so anti-normal. Okay, so 58.5 degrees, and that is dropping. Okay, cool. I guessed correctly. Oh man, the lighter this craft gets, the touchier it is. And the harder it is to control. In fact, here's a solution to this. Let's go in here. Let's see, and we've got wheel authority for the reaction wheels, 100%. Let's drop that down to 20%, make it 1/5 as sensitive. Okay, that's going to be way easier to maintain orientation. Okay, good. Oh, good. The plume is rendering properly again. What was that all about? Okay. Come on, track this. Follow the anti-normal marker. It'd be interesting if you could skill your pilot or your Kerbals up in engineering, science, and piloting separately by making them do certain things and take on certain roles. Like put them in the pilot chair and they gain experience points in piloting. That would be interesting. And of course, the devs are always watching my streams, obviously, because who wouldn't? So I'm sure they're taking notes. All right, we're down to 16 degrees inclination. Basically, when we have the anti-normal marker right in line with south, then we are in an equatorial orbit. There we go. That's as good as that's going to get from here. So let's look at our periapsis. Very high. So let's burn retrograde. Those are the moon encounters again. I could also, because when we're burning, we also have the gimbaling of this engine. So let's turn the gimbal limit down to 10%. That way, that won't make it so touchy. We are gonna get that moon encounter no matter what, aren't we? I think it's actually going to help, though. It's going to slow us down. As long as we don't crash into the moon. So I'm watching that moon periapsis very intently. That's going to change our inclination too. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it a lot. Oof. That's going to ruin everything. Okay. What can we do about this? Let's see. Okay, if I burn radial in, I think it's going to change our encounter with the moon so that it doesn't change our inclination so badly. At least it's not going to put us into something retrograde. Okay. That's not so bad. Oh, man. What trouble the moon is causing us. All right, here we go. And let's actually keep the science window open just in case there's something that we can do around the moon for further scientific data. All right, here we are around the moon. And we've got everything, so nothing to worry about there. All right, we've passed the moon, and our inclination is only 3.38 degrees, so woof. That could have been really bad. And let's see what we need to do. It looks like we need to burn normal now. So let's see if that will fix our inclination. All right, so 3.38, does this go down? Yes. In fact, we can actually set Arcadia Station as our target now. And yeah, we are real close to the correct node. So yeah, descending node. So let's do this. Let's keep on with it. And there's our relative inclination. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, here's the actual descending node. So, no, that's the descending node after we get back. Oh, it's showing a whole lot of stuff going on. So, if we keep on this course, we're going to come around here, encounter the moon again, and it's going to kick us into a higher orbit that time instead of a lower orbit. So this has actually slowed us down a bit, which is good. And we managed to prevent it from changing our inclination too much. Also good. But why won't it show me my ascending and descending nodes here? I wish it would. But it is not. So there's nothing I can do about that. Alright, that is as much as we are changing our inclination from here. So let's burn retrograde. This Rendezvous maneuver is proving more difficult than anticipated, but quite doable. More complicated than anticipated is what I'm saying, because until now we've managed to generally avoid encountering the moon while going to or from Minmus, but not this time. All right. That's the periapsis we're concerned with. So let's lower it. Okay, now it's showing us the right ascending and descending node. Oh boy. Pushing us off course. Stay on course. Should have brought a pilot. Should have brought a pilot and the scientist. But this is a very small vehicle, only has room for one crew member. So we brought a scientist. Should add a probe core. Yeah. That's epilepsy inducing. Okay. 1.5 million meters. Okay. Here's what we should do. Let's come down to this descending node. Fix our inclination. And then go back up to the apoapsis and fix our periapsis. And then the moon will be out of our way. Ugh, that moon. Should just shoot it down. All right, we're 4 minutes away from the descending node. So let's time warp a bit. There we go. .5. Jeez. Why? Why must you do this to me, game? With the flickering user interface. Gross. Alright. Back on course. There we go. 0.005 degrees of inclination. I'll take it. Alright, warp to the apoapsis. We're letting a lot of time go by, which is good. Alright, and now let's burn retrograde again. And one thing we can do is maybe spin stabilize it. Let's not worry about that though, especially since we've got crew aboard. We don't want to have to clean up vomit when we dock this thing. Nobody in the station wants to open the hatch and smell that. Ugh. Alright, run Gorse, come on. Alright, we're aiming for 150 kilometers. And there it is, right there. So, we can come down here. That's 2 days away. Let's warp here. Here comes the moon back around. Good thing we're past you now. Alright, 39 minutes to periapsis. Oh, shipwreck redeemed to boozinate. Here we go, let's boozinate. I'm getting sufficiently boozinated today. I appreciate this. Thank you, shipwreck. Also, wow, time is flying. Are we already almost 2 hours in? That's nuts. We've already gotten a whole lot more, though. Piccolapsis, I said. Piccolapsis. Alright, so here is our intersect. Let's get closer. Can I pin just the intersect? No. Gonna also have the ascending node there. There we go. I got it. Okay. So we want to make sure that this comes around to there. And to do that, we're going to burn retrograde and lower our apoapsis, our pineapple axis, axis, and pickle axis. Is that what they are now, shipwreck? Wow, wow, wow. Hashtag you're fired. Alright. There we go. Yeah. We have a bit of thrust torque too, and that's not helping. No, you're fired, says Shipwreck. No, you. Alright, so we'll leave the thrust at about 50%. Okay, here we go. That's going to keep coming around. We're going to let it go around a few times as we slow down. That's the predicted position of the space station the next time we get to this point. All right, let's let it come around one more time after this. One more time. All right, this will be good. We've lost that. That's okay. Come on. All right, let's use the maneuvering thrusters now. Fine-tune this. How close can we get that? 204 meters. That's really good. Okay, and our relative speed will be 700 meters per second. We have over a kilometer per second delta V remaining, so that is good. That's pretty fast, though. Yeah, let's bring this around another time or two. Because we're going to be going pretty fast, and I don't want to overshoot. Okay, here we go. All right. Maneuvering thrusters on. Uh-oh. Did I hear it? Yep, I heard a phantom. Oh, there's a space phantom. No! Not the space phantoms! We haven't space slept in so many space days. Now we have the space phantoms. All right, there we go. And that's even closer, 187 meters, basically. And that will be in 2 hours and 43 minutes. So let's come around to here. And there's the station right there, right below us. And we will encounter it in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's go out of map view. Can we spot it? It is 320 kilometers away. I can't quite see it yet. It might not even be rendering it yet. Probably not. Okay, let's get closer though. All right, less than 200 kilometers away. We might be able to spot it. Let's go to target mode. There we go. All right, within 100 kilometers. There it is over there. Okay, that's why we couldn't see it. All right, we're about 60 kilometers away. Let's look at our fuel. Our monopropellant is looking pretty good. We have very small maneuvering thrusters on this, so we're not going to be burning that very fast, and it's a very lightweight craft. Let's slow down. Yeah, this thing does want to pull to the side on me with the little bit of thrust torque that we've got. Jeez. It really is wanting to pull. All right, there we go. We've bled off 200 meters per second. That's pretty good. We've also widened our separation at approach, but that's okay. All right, we are 30 kilometers away. get closer. Whoa. Some rendering weirdness there. Alright, let's slow down further. Shipwreck redeemed to extend stream by 2 hours. I mean, that does sound fun. It definitely sounds fun. We still have 1 hour. Problem is, I have so much else to do. I'd stream all day if I could get away with it. Alright. We need to keep slowing down. Come on. I don't want to... We're going to fly past. That's okay, we have some Delta V to play with. Holy cow, this thing is rough to fly. Alright. Now we're slowing down. We're not flying by too much, that's good. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, never again without a probe core or a pilot. Never again. Hilarious. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, and we're still looking good on the monopropellant. That's excellent. Ah. That is increasing our separation at approach. We want to decrease it. So for that, we need to aim right over here. Okay. We've fixed the situation. Yay, we've got our tumbling spacecraft back. Oh man, I missed persistent rotation. Sorry, you're gonna hear me say that several times, I'm sure. Okay, that is a good approach. Hello, Arcadia Station. We have had a successful science mission. Oh, cool. We even have one deployable emergency return pod, one DERP module that we can use to bring Princess Kerman and her scientific data home. All right. Let's come to a relative stop. Full speed, says Shipwreck. Full stop, I say. Full stop. We already did full speed. There we go. All right, let's control from here, from the docking port, and activate the docking camera as well. There's the station, and let's dock right here. I mean, we could have used this thing for it, but it was fun to take a new scientist on a mission in an antique spaceship. Oh, this is going to be interesting without any sort of autopilot here to hold position. What is this, Shipwreck? I can't click on that emote. Why can't I click on that emote? I'm not sure it's fully loaded yet. I think that's supposed to be animated and it's not loading. Yes. I see one frame of it, but I suspect it's supposed to be an animated emote. Am I correct? Twitch, are you being twitchy again? Oh, it's an Android thingy. Oh, okay. No wonder I can't click on it. I thought we were looking at a Twitch emote here. There's poop, probably from the Android. No wonder it's so small, too. That makes it tiny. That's hilarious. It didn't do the sunglasses properly. Crookshanks pooped. Well, you know, he does that. He is a cat. Alright, we're lined up. Let's slow down. We're coming in for our final approach. Wow, Supreme Doom. Wow. You're both fired. All right, final approach. Here we go. You didn't know you could do that with the different type? Yay! Welcome back to the station, Princess Kerman, successful scientist. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to first transfer crew, transfer Princess Kerman to this deployable emergency return pod. And let's see, did we bring the science data with us? No. So, let's see, view stored data. Can I transfer the data? I should be able to transfer the data. Crew report, view stored data. Yeah. Keep the experiment, definitely. Maybe she needs to be on EVA to do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's go on EVA. And I'm really nervous about a Kraken, so I'm gonna hit F5 for a quick save just in case. Oh, look at that, we got moon phases. Nice, Supreme Doom, I like it, that's appropriate. All right, let's turn on the visor light and let go. And let's see if the EVA jetpack will work in space at least. Okay, good, it works in space. Why wasn't it working on the surface of Minmus? Ah, she mooned chat. And there's a rocket with a satellite. I like it. I approve. Okay. I think what I can do is use her to grab the science experiments, grab the science data. Okay. Collect data, yes. Okay. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Shipwreck redeemed to boozinate. All right, let's do it. Let's boozinate. And that finishes a booze, which means next boozinate, I'm going to have to open a new one. Dang it. That's a shame. I always hate when I have to do that. Oh, it's nighttime. That was sunset. Okay, are we close enough? Collect data. There we go. We also need to get in there and find the thermometer. So we're going to be having to clip the camera right here. Okay, take the data, because consistency. Collect data, take data. All right, and from here we can see the barometer. Take the data. There we go. Okay, we've got that data. And mystery goo. Okay, 2 mystery goos. Okay, so collect the data. She has collected all of the data. Let's close these doors. Don't get your foot stuck. Review stored data. Okay, she has 5 experiments worth of data. That's exactly what we want. All right, back into your escape pod. Back to your return pod. Silver Sky redeemed hydrate. Sorry, Shipwreck. We're diluting the boozinate with delicious ice water. Well, let's... All right. Thank you, Silver Sky. Let's do that. Refreshing. I'm actually almost all the way through that, too. Let's see. Grab that. And bored. Silver Sky says, Dan's voice is completely drowned out by a remix of Abandoned Ship I have playing in the background. Well, that's rude. I should be drowning out the remix. Silver says, I thought I'd fire that guy. You didn't fire them. You tried. Okay, here we go. So now we can bring her home. Let's do Clampotron. Here we go. Where is the actual one that I'm looking for? There it is. Undock. It was only like 3 minutes, so I can hear you now, but at the time it was really loud. Incredibly rude. All right, let's do this. Turn on the RCS. Let's get a little bit of distance here. There we go. And now we want to point retrograde like so. And here we go. Dropping our periapsis. Gonna put it into the atmosphere down to about 32 kilometers and bring home Princess Kerman and a whole ton of science. And then we can design an upgraded communications relay satellite. The ultimate goal of today's stream. And with any luck, fingers are crossed, hopefully this will get us in contact with some of our distant probes that are near other planets. Some of them have already passed their targets, unfortunately, but some of them might be recoverable. Some of them we might be able to repurpose if we can reach them again. So fingers are super crossed. All right, watching that periapsis drop, we can actually speed this up a bit. There we go, double time. It's now into the atmosphere. Quadruple time. All right, back to real time. There it is, 31 kilometers, 31.9 kilometers. That will be perfect. All right, let's time warp until we're into the atmosphere. And look at that, we are maintaining retrograde even in time warp. Gotta love it. All right, so let's go ahead and turn stability assist and RCS off and let aerodynamics take over from here. Are you, Shipwreck, on your desktop now? Because you were able to give a shout out to Supreme Doom. You're on both. Nice. That's the way to do it. I don't know why commands like that can't just, work on mobile. It doesn't make any sense. But, oh well. And yeah, I'm going to look into a streamer bot, see if I can reset up all my commands there. And the reason I came across that is I've been looking into ways that the chat can have more interaction with the stream that will appear on screen. Like I want to be able to have, for example, a command that'll make a cat appear and maybe even give it sunglasses. So that would be cool. And the chatbots I have in use right now just don't have enough capability, but I've heard some good things about StreamerBot, in particular from Mr. Vloop, who does all sorts of crazy stuff in his streams, a lot of which I'm not going to do, but it's fun for his streams for sure. All right, here we go. We are re-entering the atmosphere. Not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous about this mission because this is the Kerbal that's named for my wife. If I lost this one, would have been a problem. And I shouldn't say that too loud now because we're not home yet. But yes, that's right. I sent her on a month-long mission to Minmus on an antique spaceship that she can't fly. I'm a good guy. All right, things are looking good though. We're slowing down. We're coming out of plasma blackout. Excellent. All right. So let's go back into fast mode, time warp mode, quadruple time. Shipwreck says, I'm making cabbage rolls. Yum. I tried to hide them from Supreme, but she saw. And now I know about them. So where are my cabbage rolls? Send me some cabbage rolls. I had Chick-fil-A for lunch. We always get Chick-fil-A on the way home from Saturday orchestra rehearsal. All right. Deploy the parachutes at 2 kilometers. There we go. And at 1 kilometer, they will deploy fully. Give me some on Vault Hunters Sunday. You're killing me, Shipwreck. All right, full deployment. There we go. It is a nice, clear sky. Cut the parachutes loose. I mean, I did that on someone. Was that Burke that I did that on because you were egging me on? I cut 2 of the 4 parachutes. There's a lot of redundancy here. We're going pretty slow. And we could get away with probably even just 1. Do it, says Shipwreck for 50 bits. I cut 1. That's good enough. We're good. Another cents. Uh-oh, I've set a precedent. No. Oh, Shipwreck, you're the worst, and you're fired. Again. Don't tell Prince. Oh, I am. I will. All right. Here we go. And splash down. Success. Recover vessel. Oh, I heard a totem pop. Wow. Oh, boy. Shipwreck is the worst. Shipwreck is the worst. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Shout out to Pizza. Nice. Woohoo! All right, and look at that. 315 science earned from all of that. Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, that was... We haven't had a mission like that in a while. Yes, I also, Shipwreck, want him to see those notifications. It'd be absolutely hilarious. And she's advanced to level 2 scientist. Woo! Okay, that was great. So, we have 883 science to spend. We need to start with researching automation, because that will give us the biggest antenna in the game. Just double checking there's not a big one. I know there's not, but yeah, still. All right, research. Boom! There it is. And now we have 330 left, but I still want to save up for advanced science tech. So we'll probably do more missions like that one and just spam that science, because we need to advance this tech tree in order to go any further. So now, though, we can go and design our new communications sat with the biggest antenna. Chipper says, bigger isn't always better, Dan. It's how you use your antenna that counts. Well, see, if I want to use it to contact my probes that are at distant planets, I need a bigger one. That's what. So, bigger and use it better. How about that? But yeah, there it is, the big guy right there. So, let's start a new probe. Actually, let's open an existing one and upgrade it. So, let's see, ComSat... ComSat 2, there's ComSat Extra. Oh, ComSat Extra was the crazy one that we set up last time. That the antennas did not combine their strength in the way that I hoped they would. But okay, but yeah, here we go. All right. Oh, that's right. This is a mission that carries 3 of them to geostationary orbits. So let's see, we've got this as subassembly, don't we? We do. Ooh, okay. All right, let's do this. Let's close that. And let's take the fairing off. And yeah, here is the main probe core for the launcher. So what we need to do, first let's center that. There we go, a little bit better.
Pretty impressive, huh? I bet you're pretty impressed.
No doubt. And we do need to upgrade this. So let's see, the RA15 relay antenna weighs 0.3 tons. The RA100 is, let's see, is 6 times as powerful and weighs 0.65 tons, so just over twice as much, but you get a whole lot more power for that. So let's just take that off and put this on. Let's see how big it is. It's pretty big. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's take these off. Oh man, this is rough. Yeah, let's design a new one from scratch. Actually, that will actually be easier. So we'll start. Yeah, let's start with the. What have we got here? Yeah, the Probodobodyne Hex. And actually, we've unlocked new stuff, haven't we? Ooh. The Mark II drone core has stability assist and can hold prograde, retrograde, radial, normal, maneuver, and target tracking. That has all of it. Is that the only new one that we have unlocked? Whose is that? Oh, it's Sophie. I should have recognized that. Nice. How big is it? It's pretty big. 0.2 tons. It weighs twice as much. It's a little bit overkill. Actually, let's just check. Let's see if it is worth spending that other 300 science, because we got 800 science from that mission, and we can do another mission like it in the near future. And there's the focus one wearing sunglasses. That's 2 sets of glasses there. That's hilarious. Unmanned tech is 300, and that gives us the Probodobodine Octo 2, which has a stability assist, prograde, retrograde, radial, and normal. That's probably worthwhile. And the QBE, that's the CubeSat, which only does stability assist. Who cares about that? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. This probe core is worthwhile. Let's do it. That also gives us the new MechJeb features, Ascent, Landing, and Spaceplane autopilots. So that means we can do the autopilot landing of our big booster. Oh, there's a Boozinate. Get up and get booze. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Hold on. I'll be right back with new booze. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back and I have a new booze. All right. Get out of here. You went to Detour Double IPA. You were delicious. All right. Welcome, squatters. Hop Rising Hazy Double IPA. You will also be delicious. And I heard breaking glass. Dropped his booze. Oh no, what a tragedy. That would have been the worst. All right, here we go. This one's slightly less strong and more citrusy. Still pretty strong though. What is this, 9%? I think. It says it somewhere. Yep, 9%. There we go. Delicious. Thank you, Shipwreck. Okay. Now, back in here. And let's make a proper high-power communication satellite. There we go. Get out of here. So that there weighs 0.1 tons. This one weighs 0.04 tons. So it's better and also weighs a whole lot less. So that's a big upgrade. Okay, so there's that. And we need to start with the most important thing, our big stinky satellite dish. And I don't like that that doesn't look like it's really connected, so we're going to address that. But first, so here's what we can do. Let's add a nice big battery like that. And so now if I flip that down like so, that looks like it is properly attached. And I really like that. That is cool. So let's go now to command and control, and let's get the, should we get this? Yeah, that has a lot of good torque. Do we need that though? How much torque does this have? Oh, is that why it weighs less? Because it has no torque. Yeah, no reaction wheel. Okay, that's fine though, because it has a better computer in it. So yeah, we do want to add that. There we go. Let's see now. Fuel tank. Is this the right size? Yes, it is. And an engine. So let's see. The Terrier is probably just right. There we go. And yeah, that gives us 1 kilometer per second of delta V for the satellite itself. That's before we add anything else to it, which we will be doing. What is that? What? Need that sticker on it? This side up, basically, right? There are some funny little labels on some of these parts. I don't know all of them, but there's some little Easter eggs in some of these. But yeah, okay. So there's that. We need solar panels now. And let's get some nice big ones. They're heavy, unfortunately, but they're also necessary. Let's see, 2 of these. Two of these should do. That drops that down to 890 meters per second delta V, but that is more than enough. As long as we get this into a pretty good transfer orbit, we should be fine. Let's see, extend the solar panel. How does that look? That looks good. So this gives us 8.3 electric charge per second, as opposed to the other ones, which would give us 1.6. So it's 6 times as powerful, basically. Just like the antenna, so that's appropriate. Okay. I like the look of that. And that doesn't stick out any farther than the antenna itself, so that is good. Let's take that off, though. Do we want to make that any bigger? The fuel tank? Do we? How much can this carry? 45 units of liquid fuel. This is half that size then. Oh, that does add a lot. Oh, it's tempting. In fact, and that looks cool too. All right. That leaves us with some empty space in there, though. And I think those were the skinniest tanks. So, here's what we could do. Let's put that on. Like so. And how big is that? Too big. So let's put one of these on. Can it fit on the bottom? No. But we're gonna move that inside there and have a bunch of just bare tanks. Okay, that's 0 thrust torque. That's perfect. And yeah, 1.365 kilometers per second, and it looks cool. So yeah, we're going with it. All right, let's do this. All right, and that brings it down to 1.187, and that is definitely an improvement. So, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. That is okay, and that looks good. All right, I like it. Okay, so we have a command module, we have the antenna, we have our solar panels, we have a nice big battery, we have fuel and an engine. I think that's all we need. Yeah, I think we have our ComSat 3 basically ready to go. Ooh, we need a flag. That's what we need. Okay, is this gonna look derpy when it tries to conform to the shape of this thing? Yes, too derpy. Okay, where can we put it? I don't think we can. Unless... structural panels. Okay. All right, let's see. Scale. Let's scale it down. Let's see. Remove from symmetry. Yeah, that's just gonna conform no matter what I do. So, what about the default one that the game comes with? Flat flag. Yeah, I think we can do this. We'll do this flag. In fact, let's do this one. Okay, landscape and bigger. There we go. Now everyone knows whose satellite this is. All right. Okay, so now what we need to do is save this as caps ComSat 3. Save. And it also needs, what we need to do is, hurry up, cabbage rolls. Let's add a coupler to it. Yeah, that's a good one. And let's make that the root part, I think. Yep, now we can attach this to other craft that way. And so now if we go here to subassemblies and drop this here, now we've got ComSat 3. There we go, ComSat 1, 2, 3. So 1 looked like that. The evolution of our ComSats. 2, actually let's put these next to each other. Like this. And actually, no, we didn't get the decoupler. Can we get the decoupler? Let's cancel that. That's fine. That one does have the decoupler, so yes, let's do that. Decoupler is part of the subassembly. There we go. ComSat 3. Save. Let's see. Shipwreck says, I'm going to be so impatient. I'm going to scald. You're going to scold your mouth. Serena says, I heard you say that, Dan. I thought that is something Ship would say. And yep, he did. Wow, wow. Okay, so if we do this, let's, just for fun, like this. And let's put these on this here. So that can go. We need these. And, oh, I see. That's going to be, all right. It's going to attach from the top. That one is. This one will attach from the bottom. We still need this. Like that. There we go. But this, we're going to need to do that. And this. And there we have the evolution of the ComSats of this space agency. Let's see, let's move it here so we can get a good screenshot. Like so. Very nice. All right, but now enough of that messing around. This relay satellite is going to massively increase our communications capacity, but we need to get it to space first. So what about our launch vehicles? Can we use Callisto 2? Let's see, that is 180 tons to low Kerbal orbit, and this thing only weighs 2,440 kilograms, so 2.4 tons. So yeah, we can use this. In fact, it's massively overkill. So we're not going to, but we could. All right, let's put this up on an Arcus 2. Yeah, it fits nicely in there. We need to widen the fairing just very slightly. So let's delete the fairing first off. Let's see, truss structure is on, interstage nodes on. So let's do this. Let's build the fairing. And it needs to come out to about here. There we go. Still half an hour on your cabbage rolls. Oh no. Rip shipwreck. All right, and let's see if we grab this decoupler. Come on. Interesting. Okay. We need to make the probe core here the root stage of the ship. Right there. Okay. Reroute that. There we go. Shipwreck says, you're just going to have to keep streaming so you can be my dinner entertainment. All right. There we go. And we can place one here. That truss structure is clipping. I'm not a fan of that. All right, we're going to take these up one at a time then. Yeah. Because, no, I don't like that truss structure is clipping. That's no good at all. All right, so let's edit the fairing and make it not so incredibly tall. That's better. Did the babies make their Christmas list yet? Well, no, but we have gotten them quite a few Christmas things. They are going to be rather spoiled, I'm afraid. All right. There we go. ComSat 3. All right, let's roll it out to the pad. We've definitely let more than 2 weeks pass. And, Shipwreck, you've dropped the ball. Dan Bear Pig redeemed Booze Night. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you, Dan Bear Pig. That's great. I appreciate that very much. I'm going to go ahead and do an extra Booze Night for you. Oh, fantastic. Delicious. And Silver Sky redeemed the Hydra and that shipwreck out of the derp. I should have seen that coming. Thank you, Silver Sky. Very rude. Interference with our redeems, says Shipwreck. Well, I you dropped the ball. What can I say? All right, let's target self and set position. Let's watch from over here today. That's a new one. We haven't watched from there before. There we go. All right. Throttle up, stability assist is on, and let's open the flight recorder. And yeah, we have ascent guidance and landing guidance now. Those are automatic scripts for launches, so I'm gonna practice with those. We might use them. They're actually a more realistic way to fly these rockets, even all the way back to Apollo and before that. No one flies rockets manually. Shibrik says, here I am starving, then you deny me a boozinate. So this guy says, I'm going to make you so full of water that you explode violently and gruesomely. Wow, well, you know, that's a goal. My end goal. And let me take down the booze cam before Shipwreck derps me for that. No, we're not doing that. All right, we are go for launch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of the Arcus 2 medium launch vehicle carrying our newly upgraded ComSat to Kerbal orbit. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Everything's looking normal. Who's in that thing? Nobody. It's our ComSat. And look at these extra buttons. We can hold normal, anti-normal, radial out, and radial in automatically. Vehicle is supersonic. And maximum aerodynamic pressure. Silver Sky redeemed. No, Shipwreck redeemed. Rescue my Kerbal. Silver Sky. All right, so I know I said this last week, but then we realized the communication thing. Next week, we will focus on some rescues because I have 2 that I owe Satan and now 1 that I owe Shipwreck. Only so I can torture them. Well, they'll be tortured by you, I'm sure. Very rude. Let's fix that inclination. There we go. All right, we have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. So Sky says, Silvery Sky. You know what? I've been saying that wrong this whole time too. All right, second engine cutoff and fairing separation. I've been reading that as Silver Sky, and I'm only now realizing that it is this whole time been Silvery Sky. Man, first I read your message and think it was Satan saying it, and now I realize this whole time I've been saying your name wrong. Man. Sorry about that. And yet still, you've been regular here. That's amazing. I appreciate that. All right. There we go. Shipwreck says, I have an idea, Dan. We can send him to a planet with no water. Oh no. Shipwreck, you're the worst. All right, we're going to time warp, and we're maintaining prograde because of persistent rotation mod. There we go. All right, and we're coming up on apoapsis, pineapple apsis for shipwreck. And second engine start number 2. There we go. We can close this. That's a big antenna. That's a big satellite. Oh, that's Supreme Doom adding that derp. So here we got Shipwreck and Supreme Doom are the same color on the chat. Silvery Sky and Satan are the same color in the chat. You guys are just trying to confuse me. All right, let's open the Planet Wiki and remind ourselves what geostationary orbit altitude is. Let's see, Kerbal, there we go. Yeah, synchronous orbit is 3.46869 kilometers. Okay. Silvery Sky says, to be very fair, it's funny to confuse you. I respect that. I respect that. And actually, hold on, I've already forgotten. Okay, so 3.468.7 basically. We can round up. 3.468.7. All right, so let's get to that. There's 1,000 kilometers to 3.4. Okay, let's double check. 3,468.7 kilometers is the apoapsis we're looking for. And we're a little bit above it, but that is okay. We can adjust it. We're going to be doing lots of adjusting. And let's see, Supreme Doom says, that's our plan. We actually have a meeting every other day to come up with new plans to confuse you. I knew it! My own moderators. Oh my gosh. This is why you're fired all the time. You know that, right? All right, we are time warping to our apoapsis, and we're going to circularize this orbit. Okay. We're 3 minutes and 52 seconds away from apoapsis, so let's go ahead and time warp a bit. Bit more. All right, here we go. Circularizing for a geostationary orbit. If we turn on relays, let's see, we're a little bit above. You know, that's the actual altitude we're looking for. I don't know what the Planet Wiki is on, but this is actually what we want. 2844, 2865. That's fine. We're gonna trust this wiki, and we're gonna see which one is actually right, because this is from me googling it, and that is from the in-game but user-made wiki. 3468. All right, and here's what we're gonna do. We're going to limit the thrust on this thing to a ridiculously unrealistic low number, 10, for precision's sake. There it is. Okay. Yeah, orbital period 1 day, 1 hour and 39 minutes. Yeah, I don't trust this. I think this wiki is wrong, because our orbital period should be just over 1 day, but that's okay. And Silvery Sky says the Planet Wiki is presumably on some type of electronic device. Exactly. Probably some conspiracy. Someone hacked it. Some flat Kerbal theorists. But that's all right. We've got a nice circular orbit. It's out here. And now here's the real test. Let's turn off... well, no, let's leave those on. Let's turn on probes now. And... wow, look at all these that we have out there. there's the Comet probe. That has a nice big antenna on it. Let's see, ComNet network. Oh, look at this. We have made some contact. Okay, to Dres, Elu, those ones I don't think we have connection to. Let's check. Let's switch to those. And let's see, did we regain control of anything that we can actually still use? Not this one. This one is still dead. Silvery's guy says, wow, look at all those lines. They make so much sense to me. All right. I'm glad you bring that up, because I actually want people to say if I'm losing them, because I know I just keep going. So let's explain these lines real quick. Let's turn off all of this stuff. There we go. All these, and let's turn the ComNet off as well. So all we have here are the spacecraft that we are currently controlling. Oh, at least we have an encounter. That's something. Shipwreck is making up words. Picklapsis and bananaapsis. So these orbits here are of the different planets in the Kerbal system. So there's the sun, unofficially named Kerbal. And if let's go ahead and focus on it. There we go. If we zoom in, here's the closest planet, Moho. It is analogous to Mercury. And there's the next planet, Eve, which is analogous to Venus. This here is not one of the planets. This is an orbit that there's a contract being offered to me that I could accept a mission and put something in that orbit. So we'll ignore that. Shipwreck says the yellow one is bananaapsis and the green is picklapsis. That makes sense, actually. Here's Kerbin right here. That is the planet we're from, and this is its orbit. And the next out is Duna, which is analogous to Mars. And then we have Dres, which is not analogous to any planet in the Sol system, the solar system. But then there's Joule, which is analogous to Jupiter, and it has a whole bunch of moons that we can go to. Pete Vangaman, welcome. Reading first, but not really. You're here right for the end. And then there's Elu, which is analogous to Pluto, and it even has a weird orbit. So, Silvery Sky says, so I was trying to make a comment on the word pickle, but misspelled it as, oh no, as pickle, and now I can't stop thinking about what a pickle would look like. Ooh, ooh, says Shipwreck. He just wanted me to say ooh, ooh. But yeah, so those are the planets that we come from, this one, and we are exploring the rest of them. So now if I turn on the ComNet, these are lines that indicate connections between spacecraft, communications ones, and that's what the whole point of today's stream has been, to get the science needed for the satellite that we just launched. So we have it set here on first hop. Since there is no connection for this spacecraft, there's nothing shown. And then path, that's the path all the way back to Kerbin, which there isn't one right now. So then we can go to vessel links, and that will show a green line, well, green for a good signal down to red for a bad signal, for every spacecraft that this spacecraft can communicate with. But then if we turn on network, that shows us everything. So we have strong connections that we can see in green. I heard very appropriate. And red ones are weak signals. So let's focus back on our ship. Looks like we are just barely out of range of this thing. So one thing that I would like to do is make some really large, hefty satellites that have multiples of this new satellite relay dish. And I want to put them in an orbit maybe around here, like with Dres. So if I put one in orbit of Dres and put several in other orbits that are matching Dres but in different positions, that should give me full coverage of the entire system. Supreme Doom has a pickle. There it is. You know what? I never use this. I'm going to pin that message just for hilarity. Manually unpinned or end of stream. There we go. Congratulations, Supreme Doom. That's the first message I've ever pinned. Kill. That's amazing. Okay, but look at this. This is better communications than we have ever had already. And so we're going to do rescues next week, plus more communication satellites. So we're going to start, let's see, look at the alarms. We're about to come up in 7 days on our correction burn for the Duna Probe 3, and we have a Dres launch window coming up. Not that that particularly matters, because we don't need to put one there only. We can put them all the way around here, but let's send one of these communication satellites to Dres. And if we send it fast enough, maybe we can actually get communications with our ELU probe before it reaches ELU, which it will do in 180 days. So we have some time. Shipwreck says, I posted a pickle too. Where did you post it? I don't see a pickle. I don't see a pickle. Lily, welcome. Says, love me a good pickle ukulele. All right, but hey, it's like I planned the pacing of this stream perfectly, because yeah, we had an epic science mission from Princess Kerman, named for my wife's Twitch username, and in an antique spacecraft nonetheless. We got a ton of science, unlocked a bunch of new technologies, and successfully launched the main goal of this stream, which was an upgraded communications satellite. Let's see, Lisa's just dropping in and hopefully redeeming a Boozinate, about to head to bed. Okay, before you do though, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Princess Me. There we go. So that is my wife right there, the Princess Me. And she did the science mission today, and tomorrow, if all goes to plan, at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, same time that I started this stream today, she's going to start a sewing stream, her second ever stream. So yeah, give her a follow and turn on the notification bell, and I'm gonna plug that in a couple of Discords I'm in. So yeah, and let's see, Luli redeemed a Boozinate. So here's the final Boozinate of the stream. It's gonna be a nice big one. There we go. Shipwreck says, I'll let you have it, Luli. Don't give people hope, or I'm never gonna stream. Let's see. Oh yeah, he gave a shout out to Lily, that's why. Okay. That's hilarious. All right, but yeah, good to see you, Lily. Thanks for dropping by. And let's see who's on that we can raid. Is anyone on that we know? Oh, Griffin Prime is playing Minecraft. He might be doing space. Let's see. Is anyone doing something space though before we raid Griffin? Nope. Nobody is. So yeah, let's go ahead and raid Griffin Prime. Silvery Sky. I'm fixing my habit. Redeemed Hydrate. Thank you, Silvery Sky. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's raid Griffin Prime. And here is the raid message. If you are subscribed, copy the whole thing. Otherwise, just copy the part in between the Dan Bear Fort Totem. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday for more Minecraft on the first SMP. And then next Wednesday, we'll do something fun. And next Saturday, we'll continue working on this and send something to Dres. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!